Be afraid. Be very afraid. Be very, very afraid. No, really, you should be afraid right about now. Very, very, very.
Sheep in the big city!
Chapter 1. I fought the Ba, and the Ba won.
The big city! City of civic duty, den of democracy, where every voting big citizen has a voice. Sure, big city politics used to be run by a political machine.
Vote for me!
But today, the people happily exercise their democratic right to elect their mayor from such worthy candidates as General Specific and Sheep. How did that happen? To find out, we have to travel back in time. Bloop, 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 bloop. Not that far.
Hurry, men! We'll catch that sheep this time if we keep running! Hey! Wait for me! Just keep running. I'll catch up.
A sheep!
You stop, sheep!
I find my stainless steel wig can be most helpful at times.
And how? I'll just take the sheep out of your way and... What?
I'm sorry, matey, but there's a new, strict no sheep capture law in the big city.
You just made that up!
No sheep capture law. A bunch of squiggles. Signed, the current mayor. See? He didn't make that up.
Darn! If only I were the current mayor, I could change the law, and I could make it illegal for sheep to be in the city, and then I could force the sheep into my sheep-powered ray gun, and I could have all the ice cream I want!
Yeah, whatever.
You know, General Specific, I think you have a capital idea.
Getting some ice cream? Yeah, I love ice cream, or as we used to call it, iced cream.
No, what you said before that, the part about you running for mayor.
I could be your campaign manager, and we could change the pro-sheep laws of this city forever.
I don't know. While the idea of despotic rule appeals to me, I'm more comfortable just trying to capture sheep for my sheep-powered ray gun.
More comfortable than this?
Ow! Ow! Oh, yes! Much more! Ow!
And so, Sheep enters Big City Hall to thank the current mayor for his pro-sheep policies.
Who's there? Oh, sheep. Come in, come in. You know, my time in office is almost over. And, say, could you do me a favor and stuff some of this cash down the back of my shirt? Thanks. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna miss this job, blah, 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 this great city, blah, 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 blah. Well, that looks like that's about all of the cash. See you around. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Get sheep out of your neighborhood, vote General Specific Mayor! That's what my campaign poster says.
No! Wait until you're mayor, then you can really get that sheep.
You really make people uncomfortable when you laugh like that.
Oh, but it's so fun. Try it like this.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. Hi. Hey, this is fun.
Oh no! General Specific and Lady Richington in league together against sheep. Can sheep survive such a powerful political force? Find out in Chapter 2. Can't bleed the system!
Integrity, honesty, do-goodedness. These are just some of the words that General Specific has heard before. He heard them when he worked with Churchill to win the war, or when he did other stuff with some other famous politician you like.
Hi, I'm General Specific, and I want to be your mayor.
For more than 20 years, General Specific has worked for a living. So he knows what it's all about.
I don't want to be your mayor because I have integrity, or am smart, or care about the big city more than you do, because I don't.
And he's always been a family man.
This is my wife, Sally.
The script says Judith.
Judith, and my 2 lovely kids, who shall remain nameless. Oops. I want to be your mayor because I want to capture a certain sheep so I can use them for my sheep-powered ray gun.
General Specific. He'd vote for you if you asked him to. Paid for by the committee involved in trying to get General Specific elected for the office of mayor in the current mayoral election group limited.
Welcome to Action 5 News Election Headquarters. Top story. General Specific currently holds a 20-point lead in the polls. Not bad, unless you consider that his only opponent is a ham sandwich. I promise free mayonnaise for everyone.
If sheep are allowed to continue living in our great big city, there will be a giant sucking sound of jobs leaving. And it will sound like this. No, it'll sound more like oh, no, wait, it's gonna sound more like
Stay tuned for Action 5 News for the best unbiased election coverage anywhere!
In an unrelated story, here are the chapter titles.
Chapter 2. Can't bleat the system.
Gee, I'm uncomfortable with General Specific's anti-sheep rhetoric. I'm also uncomfortable in this wool t-shirt. Well, that's it. I'm going to stop General Specific, and I'm going to buy a cotton shirt while I'm there. What do you guys say? Hey, what the? Whoa, hey, oof. Well, bye now. I'll miss you. Don't forget to be proud of who you are, and who you are as a child of democracy. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Oh, there you are, sheepy. This is a grave time for all the sheep in the big city. You need to get proactive. Stand up and be counted. 1. That was a good start. Now all you have to do is run for mayor, with me as your campaign manager. Unless you have a better idea. Let's stick with my original idea.
And so I take great pleasure in introducing my candidate for mayor, who you will all be voting for, General Specific.
Thank you. A little help here? Thank you. Thank you. My fellow Big Cityans, I come before you today to tell you that the big city is being overrun by sheep. 1 sheep, to be exact. But 1 sheep who is a menace to everything that is good and pure about the big city. I ask you, my fellow voters, are you going to stand for a sheep-filled town? No! So that's a no. Okay, next question. Do you want an honest mayor? Yes! All right, now this one's a toughie. If Timmy has 10 balls and gives 20% of them to Sally, who then quadruples the number of balls she has and returns 50% of her new total to Timmy, how many balls does Timmy have?
Timmy would now have 12 balls in total. 4 from Sally and 8 of his original balls.
So, in closing, let me just say, a vote for General Specific is a vote for me.
Tap, tap. Is this thing on? I'd like to thank everyone for showing up for our press conference.
Where are the cookies? You said there would be cookies.
Let me just read my opening statement, and then I'll answer some of your questions. Ahem. It doesn't say ahem, I'm just clearing my throat. Okay, here I go. It is time for an open, honest mayor. A mayor who lives in the big city and cares about the big city. A mayor who is a sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, my choice for mayor, sheep.
Oh, sheep. Question here. Oh, over here.
The candidate will not answer any of your questions.
Is sheep afraid of the issues?
No, he's a sheep and he can't speak very well. Also, I will not comment on any secret campaign payments made into my private bank account by a man named Greedy McGreed.
Did you accept campaign payments from a man named Greedy McGreed?
Yes.
Oh boy, it looks like Sheep's got a steep slope ahead of him, especially against Lady Ridgington's campaign machine.
Campaign machine!
Good news! Our polls say that you're in the lead, and our Swedes and Bulgarians agree.
When is this election going to be over? I'm tired of all the speeches and kissing hands and shaking babies. I want to get back to some serious sheep chasing. You know, where I'm like this. Chase. And sheep's like this. It's like, oh, I'm sheep. Bah. Oh, I'm scared. Bah. And then I'm like, chase. Ha ha. Chase. No!
Patience, General Specific. The trap I've set for tonight's debate should take care of that sheepy sheep once and for all.
Get out of here! Now, where were we?
Let's see. Ho, 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 ha. Ah, yes.
Oh no! What is Lady Ridgington's trap? And what about that laughing? When are they gonna cut that out? Stay tuned for Chapter 3, The Wool of the People! Tonight, we've got one of the most important boxing matches of all time. We certainly do, Jim. This evening's bout is between Killer Joe, the killer, who at 6'14" and 521 pounds is certainly a force to contend with, and a ham sandwich. Ham sandwich for mayor. An exciting matchup, eh, John? It certainly is, Jim. Any predictions? Well, I'm gonna have to go with the ham sandwich here, John. You're kidding. Not at all. While Killer Joe may have superior technical ability, the ham sandwich has got a lot of heart. And that's what matters in this sport, the drive to win. So the fact that the ham sandwich has no arms to punch with is irrelevant? It will be a factor, sure, but it's not nearly as important as heart. You're an idiot, Jim. And there's the bell. Killer Joe throws a wicked uppercut and combos with a hard left. He bumps and weaves and ow! Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Join us next time when Killer Joe goes up against a soft-boiled egg. But a soft-boiled egg with a lot of heart. Just shut up, Jim. Welcome to Action 5 News election coverage, where we give you the whole story on the race for mayor between the charming General Specific and that other guy.
And in an unrelated story, here are the chapter titles.
Chapter 3, The Wool of the People.
Our Action 5 polls indicate that if the election were held right this very second, a whopping 65% of the voters would be taken by surprise. There has been a good deal of debate about the format of tonight's debate. For analysis of the situation, I turn to Betsy.
Thanks, Hank. Back to you, Hank.
So the only question remaining is, will the big city voters make the right choice and vote for General Specific, or will they make the wrong choice and vote for what's-his-face?
I love the press.
Well, I love the press too, but it's not gonna help us capture that sheep.
But this will. I've had a trapdoor built on the debate stage exactly where Sheep will be standing. At the precise correct moment, the trapdoor will open, sucking Sheep from the debate floor into the ray gun. Sheep will immediately be replaced by a buffoon in a sheep costume, who will make such a fool of himself no one will vote for Sheep.
That's a great idea, lady person.
Yeah, that's a ahem.
Ooh.
That's a pretty ingenious yet far-fetched plan you've got there. How did you come up with it?
I used the plot device. Hello.
Okay, Sheep. Let's practice answering a question the moderator might ask. Do you think education is important?
Bah.
That's a good answer, but you have to be more dramatic and say it like you mean it. Try again.
Bah.
Much better. Now, Sheepy, all of the big city will be watching a football game, but several voters will flip past the debate on their way to the game. That's when you have to sell yourself as the right candidate, okay?
Bah.
That's the spirit. Now, let's put some makeup on you for the TV cameras.
Bah.
But you have to, Sheepy. No politicians ever won a debate without makeup. Makeup.
Hi, I'm Gamey McGame, and I'm your host for tonight's debate. Great! Let's meet our candidates, shall we?
Our first candidate is the leader of a secret military organization bent on capturing a certain sheep for their sheep-powered ray gun. He likes chasing sheep and having a sheep-powered ray gun. Please give a warm mayoral debates welcome to General Specific. General Specific's opponent is originally from Farmer John's farm, but has made the big city his home. He likes grazing and grazing. Please welcome Sheep.
Woo!
Hey, Sheep.
All right.
Ooh.
Great! Our first question goes to General Specific. For the Teachers Union vote, where do you stand on sheep in our schools? Well, Gamey, I'm glad you asked that question. Education is, of course, a very good question to be asking about, especially in this great city of ours. Okay, Sheep, where do you stand on sheep in our schools?
Now I have that sheep exactly where I want him. Oh, crud.
So, your position is a little to the left of General Specific's. I don't believe it! You didn't fall into the trap! You were supposed to be like this! Ooh, I'm sheep! Oh, I'm standing in the trap door! Oh, look at me! Oh, I'm falling into the trap!
Sheepy, this way. Your base is running. I need to reapply some makeup before this chase sequence.
Of all the humiliating.
There he goes!
But what about the election? If Sheep wins, he can go free. If Specific wins, he's doomed. The Bulls have haven't opened yet, but here is our Action 5 projected winner. The ham sandwich.
Hubba
Hubba what?
what?
Stigney Brag?
Hubba what?
Hubba what?
Hubba what?
Hubba what?
Hubba who?
Enough! It's an outrage! How is it possible?
We love free mayonnaise!
My first act as mayor of the big city is to declare a temporary amnesty for all sheep. And my second act as mayor will be to... Ow!
Mayonnaise! Well, I guess that's about it, folks. Lady Richington and General Specific have been foiled once again. But maybe, just maybe, they'll be back to make life difficult for a sheep. A sheep in the big city! This mayonnaise is ruining my makeup. Well, anyway, at the end of every episode, we like to spend a little time with our own Ranting Swede!
You know what really shreds my sensitive documents? People say we should lower taxes. Lower taxes? If we lower it too much, the whole state will flood. What about all those people living in Houston and Dallas and Amarillo? Oh, sure, for the people, they have the two-story houses. They'll be fine. They can always go upstairs. And maybe that's where the family room is anyway. But what about the people who only have one-story houses or cars with short tires? It's not fair!
You want Ranty? You got Ranty!